The US deep state is making its moves perfectly in Bangladesh. Amid the political and social turmoil, deep state assets like Peter Haas have been firmly planted. Today, we will completely expose in front of you how foreign entities destroy a stable country only to profit from its ruins. Just keep watching this video. Ever since former Bangladesh PM Sheikh Hasina was ousted from her country, there have been multiple allegations that it was all done by the US deep state. The ouster of Sheikh Hasina and Muhammad Yunus being made the new leader, the planning, funding, execution, every bit of it cries regime change games. We have made many videos on this particular topic, the overthrowing of Sheikh Hasina and how Yunus is connected to the deep state. But today we are going to tell you about a deep state asset. Meet Peter Haas. If you Google his name, the most recent headline you will get that Peter D. Haas joins Excelerate Energy as strategic advisor. Ex-user and OSINT account of Vijay Patel shared this interesting bit about Haas on his timeline. Peter is a former US ambassador of Bangladesh. Interestingly, on 1 October 2024, he joined Excelerate Energy. Just 2 weeks later, the company's CEO Stephen Cobbs met Bangladesh Chief Advisor Muhammad Yunus. Excelerate Energy plans more investment in Bangladesh. And guess what? Just recently, Yunus administration announced of reviewing previous power agreement with India's Adani signed by the Hasina government. Do you see how the deep state functions? Does it then come as a surprise that US-based lawmakers indicted Adani over corruption allegations? Interestingly, during the tenure of earlier PM Sheikh Hasina, Peter Haas was quite involved. For instance, earlier this year, there were reports of him confronting the former foreign minister of Bangladesh over student protests. This incident reportedly happened earlier this year in June when the Bangladeshi authorities showed a 15-minute video of the protesters damaging property to the former US ambassador. To this, Peter objected and claimed it only showed a one-sided version of the events. Even before run-up to Hasina's ouster, Peter was already laying the cards down for eventual outcome. Peter arrived in Bangladesh in 2022 following the US placing sanctions on the Rapid Action Battalion and its former officials for alleged human rights abuses. Since his arrival, Peter quickly began meetings with human rights groups, activists and political parties like BNP. In his various meetings, he talked about free and fair elections, thus creating the narrative that elections in Bangladesh were not free and fair. To further strengthen the narrative, or maybe due to this very narrative, the US announced a new visa policy for Bangladesh last year in March. According to this updated visa policy of USA, it restricted those found interfering with the voting process in Bangladesh. This effectively created an environment against Sheikh Hasina in Bangladesh, and Peter was seen as a tool of political US intervention. This was perfectly captured by a remark of BNP leader Ghulam Maula Rani, who remarked on a TV talk show that they had God in the sky and Haas on earth. The American God in Bangladesh. Peter Haas was the man responsible for creating anti-Hasina environment in Bangladesh. And now he is on board Excelerate Energy as a strategic advisor. Quite convenient, right?